I'm going to be turning my microphone and headset on so people can actually hear me. Let's try this again. Well, I'm off to a great start this morning. So, welcome, and I just want to say that it's been a week since I've been on, a week and a bit. There's been some changes at Channel Awesome, and there's been some developments and a few other things. So we're just going to get jumping into this in just a couple of seconds because of the fact that A, I can actually sit back and have a drink. B, I do want to discuss what's going on here and see where I'm going with this. There are some other things I will be talking about as well, but for now, I am going to, start with a little bit of liquid courage. Today I've got the Brewmaster Blonde Ale from Common Crown Brewing. I got this as a little bit of a gift to try out. And yes, I am saying that it is a gift. And yes, I am saying that it is not a paid product, but it's a beer. And hello to you too, Peter. So, got a nice, beautiful blonde, semi cloudy. I'm losing my words already this morning. 3 fingers worth of head. Smells like a blonde ale. Smells like an ale. Got the nice little grain smell in there. Cheers. Crisp, clean, beautiful. Actually, a great ale. Not bad at all. That's only coming at 4.5%. All right. Let's get down to it, shall we? So let's do the proper intro. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of the ages over the age of 18, 19, and 21. Today we've got something interesting that we are going to be discussing. It is, again, a part of Channel Awesome. Because we had some follow-ups going to it, I thought I'd just go and help out with this. Just share some stuff that's going on. I'm going to try not to ramble, but the way that Channel Awesome makes me feel, I ramble a lot. So, when the other day we had more people leave Channel Awesome, we had some big names like Film Brain leave, we had some other people leave, and it's starting to look a little scary out there. I'm just pulling up Social Blade right now because I've been actually following that as well, and let's see what we got here, shall we? Channel Awesome. How have they been doing for their viewers after everything's said and done? Well, since the lovely little hashtag came out, we've been having a mass exodus of people actually unsubscribing. Looking at this live right now, we have over 13,000 viewers that have unsubscribed from Channel Awesome. Now, you think that they probably do some damage control. You think that something like this would help them, cover their asses, make sure that they're okay, make sure that everything's going on. But that's not the case. That is seriously not the case. They tried. We're not gonna fault them for that. They tried. But having 13,000 people and counting leave is something else. I will get to the comments in just a bit here. Actually, I'll get to the comments right now. So I've got one person saying ramble. Okay, so I'm going to ramble a bit. I got Shibby saying ha, because he knows what Channel Awesome's been like. We've been there together many years ago. Nitwit's World, Channel Awesome, and I'm glad they are losing subs. Honestly, I'm kind of glad too. For the people that don't know, Channel Awesome came out with a blanket statement. I'm calling it as it is. They came out with a blanket statement that really wanted to just sort of go off and say, this is what's happening. So if you have not read this blanket statement, I will be reading it. Bear with me. We wanted to take a moment to clear the air and acknowledge some of the recent public concerns raised by our content creators previously associated with Channel Awesome. Good start. Good start. Channel Awesome is an organization that respects our producer partners and strives to create the best possible environment for everyone. Well, we've seen some of those documents, and that's a little incorrect. But they pulled this off the internet somewhere or out of their ass, one or the other. We welcome a diverse community of people joining together to create great videos. In a way, they're true on that. Okay, I'm not going to lie, they're true on that. For the people who have spoken out about our past instances they deemed hurtful or unprofessional, we sincerely regret you feel that way. That line right there, we sincerely regret you feel that way. We're sorry, we're not wrong. Fuck you. Uh, in all honesty, the way this sounds, it sounds like upper management is actually writing this and no one proofread it to say, there might be something wrong with this statement. But if they did, you'd be like, whatever. What are you going to do? Our priority has always been to help content partners succeed and provide people a vehicle to follow, and provide people a vehicle to follow their dreams. Back in the day, I'm not going to lie, this was what they have. There's one guy on there right now, Rocked. I've been following him before he joined Channel Awesome, and he's been pretty much awesome beforehand. And he's got a little bit more of a boost now that he's with Channel Awesome, which is great. The guy deserves it. Trust me on this, the guy deserves it. He's great at his stuff. I feel bad that he's still part of Channel Awesome, but that's up to him. That's no one else's decision but his. When the need arose, we have distanced ourselves from people who are particularly callous, letting go of significant stakeholders in the interest of keeping our mission at the forefront. Stakeholders. You mean volunteers, because I don't think anyone really puts money into your stuff except for you guys putting your own money into it and stealing other people's ideas and stuff and using it for your own. Just say, unless that's what you meant by stakeholders, by stealing their stuff. Look up Benzai's stuff, just find out. In that big long document that I'll be talking about as well, but not getting into full detail with. We appreciate and hear the frustrations of our past producers. Are you sure about that? Because they've been screaming about this for a few years now. You're just mentioning this now. We're actively taking internal steps to better improve communication with our producers so they can be focused on putting out their great content. You didn't do that when you guys were very popular in the beginning with all these great content creators, and all you guys could do is go, well, you're late. You're doing this wrong. You did this wrong. We make mentions of stuff like that. And yes, I say we because I was helping out with that on Blister Thumbs. If you missed that, it's on my other one. And you turn around and say this. You don't. Unless you've all of a sudden changed your spots, you damn leopard. And we're open to constructive criticism. Bullshit. I'm calling it right now. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. The kind that can help us become even better and serve the needs of our community. Here's one. Fire Mike. There, constructive criticism right there. Fire Mike. But criticism isn't a means to to a productive end. Does little either for the party criticizing or those in the line of fire. So basically, Doug, Rob, Mike, all the other content creators, I honestly haven't touched. I haven't talked to. I haven't done anything else. I haven't said anything to these content creators because of the fact that that's them. I'm not going to go around harassing them, and I don't suggest you guys do either. I don't suggest you go and really harass Doug, Rob, or Mike. Just make it known that this shit is bullshit. Our focus is now on moving forward with the wonderful team we have and all our dedicated followers. The followers that are dropping off like flies, 13,000 people have gone in the last 4 days. 13,000, just saying. Yeah, that's a small number compared to the million that you have on YouTube, but it's a big number that are dropping. We want to make our collective future the best it possibly can be. We thank our content creators, team, and fans for truly making our channel awesome. Nice play on words. Here's to creating something even better in the future. Like I said, you need to get rid of the problems before you can actually make anything better. So yeah, their blanket statement, as I put down, and yes, I actually made a comment and said it took you 10 years to put this out. 10 years! Because there's a movement that is happening. For the people asking about check out, change the channel, because yeah, that's what's going on. Hashtags and you'll see what's going on. And I continue saying, for the record as well, this is a nice blanket statement that you have released and seems to be cut and copied off the internet. It does appear to be a little impersonal at best. And it honestly feels that way. So it's one of those things that just really bugs the shit out of me, because they do this blanket statement. And because of that, the reason why they did this blanket statement is because that people have put out this great big huge letter of all these complaints that has happened. So getting to the comments in a second here. Okay. So PA Brew News, great follower. Hey Paul, how you doing? Who the fuck is Channel Awesome? Hashtag. Channel Awesome is pretty much who helped me get started in video work, who I looked up to many years ago, who I helped out with Blistered Thumbs. Again, if you missed out on the story, check out my last week's live broadcast, and you'll see my story about who Channel Awesome is and why I've been actually saying shit about them. It's a statement that I've heard 1,000 times from corporations and politicians alike that have fucked up, but they're trying to pass things off as if they didn't do anything wrong. And it's true. They are trying to pass off that they didn't do anything wrong. They're actually blaming the people that have brought this big, huge 65-page letter out as it's their fault, not Channel Awesome's. And it's just, it's killing them. It really is killing them. And as Nitwood World said to PA Brew News, are the worst company in America. They make EA look blush in comparison. I can't lie about that, actually. They do make EA. Oh, let's go EA Sports. Let's dive down that little rabbit hole. And J D-Rom says, I still really have no idea who Channel Awesome is. Again, if you look at my other stuff, you'll see who Channel Awesome is. If you go and look on Twitter for basically the hashtag that I've been mentioning, change channel. If you look on YouTube for Channel Awesome, you'll see it. It is basically an area where reviewers can go, where they have a bunch of reviewers they bring on, and they do different things, from music, from movies to video games to pretty much everything except for beer and alcohol for some strange reason. Beer by the numbers. If only they could just admit some of their fault and things would be much better for them. That's exactly it. Miss the beginning. What are we drinking today? We are drinking Common Crowns Brewmaster Blonde 4.5. I'm going light this morning. The best they could do is quit the company and go back to square one. This is true. They could. I mean, hell, Doug's done it before. He showed a video of him with his belly saying, "I quit. I have no job." Why not do it again? Oh, right. He's making way more money than he did at his last job. And he doesn't want to leave that. But that's just speculation, folks. That's just what I'm thinking could be it. So, as I mentioned, there is a huge document out there that has 65 pages of complaints from old contributors, new contributors, and the like. Give me a second to pull this up, and I will actually share it in the chat. So it is just amazing seeing what these guys are doing. And you know what? They blanket statemented their shit. And it's horrible to see that they're actually just ignoring it. They really are. It's like, we're untouchable. Nothing can do us. There's people out there that I understand that it's true. They go and support them for different reasons. And, I'm not faulting those people. Those people, they have their reasons for still following Channel Awesome. So this is actually becoming a divided line. That's fair. I get that. I really do get that. So it is one of those things where people have either not heard about a lot of this stuff, because there's been a lot of, you go scouring the internet, you'll find a lot of things about this. You'll find some big names like Mr. McCore off of YouTube going and saying stuff. You'll find that right now there is a stream going on from someone else talking about Channel Awesome and what they meant to her. And there is just so many things happening. It's amazing that it's become a big divided line, which I can see. So there's a document with all the complaints. It's got a ton of people saying different things. I can't and will not say what exactly these people have been saying. It's in the chat there. There's a lot to read, and yes, some of it feels like it's years ago, because it has been, but no one was listening years ago. Some of it feels like this is just old news being rehashed. But you have a look at the people that are leaving, like Mike J, who's a great reviewer for stuff. He's got a great week on. Wonderful infomercialism. I hate saying some more of these words. Video thing. You've got Film Brain, who's just left, who does movie reviews out of Britain, and the guy's been with Channel Awesome for a very long time. In fact, they have helped him groom to be what he is today. If you see his statement about him leaving, he doesn't exactly say that there's no ill will towards Channel Awesome. He actually says it in a more peaceful way, that he's decided to leave because he feels he can make it on his own, which is totally fair. I'm not even going to question that. That's up to him of how he wants to do it. But seeing a blanket statement like what Channel Awesome gave to people of, this is just your fault, not ours. We're sorry you feel that way. One question. So PA Brunews is saying, one question: what did they do that they were fake apologizing for? So that document that I posted into the chat there, all the stuff that's in there in that 65-page document is all the stuff that they're fake apologizing for. All the stuff that's happened to content creators that have left, been mistreated, to the back end, like HR for Holly, who was mistreated, who was let go, to there are certain types of harassment as well, or a lot of other things. As Shibby says, fucking over the contributors, which was true. Chibi's been there for a while. We were part of the forums as well. So him and I, we've been there for a while, and he's been, what is a business for? It's a business, pretty much. It's an online review site. So it's a business where it's online for reviewers that like to do their stuff. They've They started off small. They worked with Blip TV, which shut down shortly afterwards because Disney bought them out. They actually became big with Blip TV. They've moved over to YouTube. There are a lot of things. If you look up Channel Awesome, you'll find their website. I'm not going to link their website because I'm not doing that. I will link their Facebook page, which I've just done now, of their fake apology. They're just it's just the upper management, not the content creators that are still part of it. Well, not all the content creators, but the upper management has really just, yeah, they've pretty much given people the middle finger and said, it's not us, it's you, which is always what they've done for the past few years. We strive to change, but it's not us, it's you. So we don't have to change is pretty much what it felt like. And the whole "we're sorry you feel that way" was the biggest fucking mistake you could make in there. So yeah, this drama's not over yet. The mass exodus of people and of the contributors is now causing the mass exodus of the fans unsubscribing, which is fun to watch. Does it mean to say that? Nah. So PA Beer News. Well, YouTube just fucked over 9% of their users with their lovely monetization issue. Yes. Yes, it did. And yes, it is a dead rage. Hey, on the 10th, how you doing? Honestly, I'm just going to be following this for a bit. There's a lot of information out there. You do a search for a hashtag of change the channel. You'll see all sorts of stuff on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, everywhere about what's going on. And that pretty much is what is going on. So it's just that's pretty much what's happening in that. I'm not going to continue on with that because of the fact that I've got some people here that want to talk beer. I got some people that want to see some other stuff. I got some other people that want to do some things. That and I've got a photo shoot in about a half an hour that I've got to do. It's product time that I get to go do a photo shoot for. For the people who don't know, I do a social media business. I've actually been working with a great person and working with his social media, and I have been enjoying it. A lot of people say that doing a social media business is tough work, and yes, it is. All over the map, Dan. Hashtag all over the map. Yes, I am. I just want to get that out of the way, and we're going to continue on with the other stuff, right? So I've been doing this social media for a company, and hearing what people come in, seeing a slow influx of people coming in, and actually conversing with people off their social media has helped them a lot. And it's been really nice to see. Getting back, okay, pause, comment, PA Brew News. They'll always fuck over anyone who can make them more in the black, and no business will change unless they slip in the red. Well, look at their let's do this. Quickly, just going back to this because PA Brew News brought this up, so I'm just gonna throw this out there. That's their Social Blade. That's their Social Blade YouTube feed. I'll let you see all the things that is happening right now. They're going into the red right now after that blanket statement, after that document came out. Anyways, so I've been helping out this company and seeing people come in saying, "Hey, I was talking to this guy on Instagram about this product," and I was like, "Yep, that's me." "Oh, excellent. So I want this product, and you said you're holding it." I'm like, "Yep, here you go." And I've also got this for you, and they come in and buy a whole shitload of stuff. And you're welcome, PA. So, Shibby. Oh, God damn it. All right. So Shibby says that if I want to get a good rant going, I should look at getting a beer. That one right there is what he's talking about. That beer right there is what he's talking about. I've been holding this for a little bit, and actually, this is going to be hopefully consumed in the next few days. So, well, maybe next week. So yeah. Anyways, Shuby says you want to get a good rant going, pick up a Molotov Heavy from Evil Twin Brewing. It's 17.2 triple IPA. They probably have it in cans right now. This is last year's one, so I've been aging it. So it's probably a little bit deeper than that. So yeah, it's impressive. Yeah, it will be better room temperature. I spoilers, guys. Okay, you're jumping the queue here. This is what I wanted to sort of show off in a little bit here. Anyways, I've been helping out this social media company. They've been really awesome, really great. I've been loving the fact that they've gotten a better flux of people coming in. A lot of people say, "Well, we've heard about this place. We have never come in," and then from there, it is just pretty much seeing these people come in for the first time, saying, "I've seen your social media. I like what you do. I love the pictures you do on the social media. I love the interaction you do on the social media." And I look at it going, "That's all me." Starting off this business is something else. Starting off Lunar Eclipse Media has been a tough go, but having positive feedback like that, seeing things build up on social media has been amazing. I love the fact that I'm actually helping out a company. I love the fact that my boss, who I work for as well, helps me get some beers in. I mean, we got in an Omni Polo, one of the Omni Polos in there, and people ate it up. I've talked to some people about getting some of the beers in that I actually really enjoy. I've talked to. I was actually planning to do it about 200 degrees. So I've talked to some people that distribute Twin Sales, and I've been trying to get 2 Twin Sales beers in, and they've been turning around going, "Well, we really like your business, so we're going to allocate that for you." So I've got some Twin Sales allocated because I actually talk to people. I've been helping out this company in more ways than one, and it's been really nice to see. And actually, this is going to help out my portfolio. I love the fact that I actually get to do this. I love the fact that I get to sit down and discuss things with a bunch of beer geeks, pretty much. New beer, craft beer people, old craft beer people, and whatnot. And I've been actually watching a lot of things. The last month, there's a beer here out of out of I want to say out of Alberta, and their beer is called the Beardmeister. That's their brand. I had their stout, and I really have been hesitating putting up the review because I hated it. I had to turn off my review because I hated it so much. Now, we had a event happen where there's a tasting, and we had a beer judge come in, and he was doing some training or some teaching while he's doing this tasting. At the end of it, we had one of these heard old crappy people. At the end of it, we did. I poured this beer for him. I said, "Look, I know this is horrible, but I want to get your take on it." He took a sip, and the first thing he said was, "There are so many things wrong with this beer." And I'm like, "I feel bad that I actually poured this for you." He goes, "No, no, don't worry about it. This is the kind of stuff that I want to have. I want to see shitty beer because I don't want to go and buy a 6-pack of this crap to find out that it's absolute crap." I felt bad to doing that to a beer judge, but yeah, yeah. I love finding craft beers I can tear apart in a review. I love doing it too, but I don't know. Like, here's my dilemma. So I love the fact that I'm able to be an honest reviewer. Having my business in a social media company, you kind of have to take good with bad. So I can do that if I really want to, but that might come back negatively on me because they associate it with my company as well, because I'm one and the same. Where I can say a beer is bad. It was the Beardmeister Stout. It was a horrible beer. So Glenn just asked which beer was that. So I just let him know, obviously. And I want to get that out there that it's a bad beer, but I'm doing it in a different way now. So basically, I don't know if I should be really doing it in a video review, but I am doing it on um, pretty much on Untapped because of the fact that that's where I want to try and lead it. So here's a question for you guys. Because I run a social media company, is it good or bad that I give full, honest reviews or thoughts on a beer in my booze reviews? Will it actually harm? Do you think it would actually harm my company if I do that? Because my name can get out that I give bad reviews for beers that are generally bad, that are actually bad. I've got 6 years of drinking beer. I've got the gut and the body to prove that I've been drinking it that long. And yes, okay, always be honest. And I try to be honest as I can. I mean, that's one thing. And if it's a bad beer, I can't. I haven't been putting up bad beer reviews because of the fact that I feel that it will come back and haunt me. Um, okay, it harms my integrity. That's what I thought as well. Okay, it harms my integrity for not being honest, and that was my thought as well. It's one of those things where it could harm my integrity. It really could. It could harm the way that I look at things. And you know what, Paul? You are brutally honest, and that's what I like about your stuff. Is you are brutally honest. If you like something, you like something. If you don't, you don't. Always keep it honest and real. I've always enjoyed your reviews for their honesty. And that's why I mean, there's one guy out there, Jason Van Rassel. I like his stuff because he's honest and he gives his opinion, and yet he's actually a certified beer judge as well, who actually is going to be at the Okanagan Festivals. And it's one of those things. So people don't take people serious that they love every beer they have. This is true. This is true. And that's it can be true. But I mean, you look at someone like the Fermentation Project. They give a great review. They honestly do. And that's what I like about them. They give some great reviews, but they don't say it's all right. And they don't say it's a horrible thing or anything else like that. As Shibby says, people are turning for your honest opinion. You give the good with the bad. Okay, it's true. I like to be sitting on the fence, as long as the pokey part isn't up. Anyways, uh, you're right. I do like to give the good with the bad or both sides. Hey Tyler, how are you doing? Welcome to the live broadcast. It's it's a lot of things that happens, and it's just one of those things that I've been kind of going to join an online meeting. Stupid work. Enjoy the rest of your day. Well, at least you got to do something fun before the meeting. Have fun, Glenn. Brewers also cannot improve if you hide their flaws and don't let them know it. It's true. It is. I mean, but some people don't want to listen to the negative feedback. Uh, I mean, not last year. I mean, I look at the brewery. I'm not going to mention that told me to look at the brewery that told me to pretty much not quit my day job because I gave an honest review. They were having a bad day, so they lashed out on social media. So it was kind of brutal to see that, but at the same point in time, they backtracked a little bit and said sorry. He's honest in his opinion and his feelings for his beer. I'm not going to fault him for that. He was honest in saying that he feels that is an absolutely brilliant product, and I was honest in saying that it was okay, but he didn't like hearing it. So we had a little bit of a back and forth. We haven't really spoken since. So then they shouldn't. Okay, so a couple of going back to the comments here. So Tyler says he's just waking up. Keystone Ice examination tonight. How are you? Me, I'm fine. I'm getting ready to do a photo shoot for all the new beers I have at the Beer Vault, the place I'm working at, to put on social media for them. But I'm on here just sort of discussing a couple things, the channel awesome, which is gone, and now beer. So, and PA Brew News says they shouldn't be putting their product to the public to drink. And I'll give it this much. I got it over 6 months old and I didn't know it. So that was my fault as well that happened. They do have it out again, and I do want to revisit it because it's the new Bear beer. So I kind of want to revisit it to see what happens. But part of me doesn't want to. I don't want to go down that path again. PA Brew News also said I got that from a brewmaster and I got them replaced. You know, and that's the thing is you're honest in your stuff, and you really bust your ass to do that. And that's one thing. I mean, you got more of a mean streak than I do. I'm more of the on the fence, good side, bad side type thing. This is the good, this is the bad. You're like, this is shit, and this is why it could be good, but it needs this, but it doesn't have this, so it's shit. You are to the point. I'm wishy-washy. Passive aggressive. That's what I am. Tyler says he's awesome. Great to hear. Jessica, to me, a true beer reviewer is honest about each beer, good as well and bad. The more honest you are about a beer you are, the more likely people will be to support you and trust your judgment. This is true. Now, for like I said, I was talking about the fermentation project earlier. They're honest in their reviews of what they like, and if it's something, and they try to give all the good points of what it is, because there are a lot of good beers out there, but there are a few that are bad. I'm not gonna lie, there are tons out there that are bad. Hence why I won't do certain ones that are in Calgary that call themselves microbreweries. Not mentioning any names, but I'm sure people put them into the comments in 3, 2, 1. Anyways, it's interesting being a reviewer. I would love to be. See, I'm a reviewer, but I'm also a marketer as well for my company. So you have to wear many hats. So what I'm drinking right now, still drinking the same thing. Common Crown Brewing's Blonde Ale. It's really good. It's actually an easy drinking beer at 4.5%. Nice little bitterness on the back end. It's a crisp beer. It's an easy drinking staple beer that is much better than Macros. Common Crown's got some great stuff out. I actually went there yesterday, and I really need to get a growler filled in the next couple of days of their new beer that they did a collaboration with Trolley 5. No, not Big Rock. It is the Joker. So I want to get a growler filled of the Joker. It is a peach vanilla milkshake IPA at 5%. Had a tasting of it last night, and I could drink that like there's no tomorrow. I really wish it was warmer up here, because that's a good warm drink to have, like a nice spring drink. But I mean, we just broke a record. Our wind chill was minus 26 Celsius this morning in April. Minus 26, and we just broke a 100-year record. I can't wait to go to Penticton next week. I really can't. Speaking of which, I'm going to be setting up a few live streams, possibly, if I can get the Wi-Fi properly and my laptop works beautifully. I might be doing a few live streams. I'll be doing some videos to bring it all together and then put it all together in one great big video of my trip to Penticton. I'm trying to get through that. Snowstorm there today. Jesus. What is wrong with this weather? We're supposed to get snow today too. So it's April, folks. April Fool's is not over. It's still going on 6 days later. Mother Nature really loves to fuck with us. I just honestly, I'm really looking forward to next week where I get to go to the Okanagan Festivals. I'm going to the industrial pre-party from 1 till 3 where I get to no Krampus steals children. And that's back in December 5th, if I remember correctly. But close, very close. So um, I get to do the industrial party from 1 to 3 where I get to like meet and greet and schmooze with some of the bigger brewers and the heads and whatnot, which is really nice to be able to do for BC's beers. I've been looking at the list on Untapped through the Okanagan Festival, and there's some casks that I'm planning to have. I'm looking at the cost of all the stuff because I still have to pay for my tickets for the beer. I'm kind of this kind of bugs me a little bit. It's $2 a token, and they can charge 1 to 2 tokens for a 4 ounce sample. I'm not liking this too much. But I will drop the money obviously because it's beer for one. For two, it's my very first experience, and I might as well just go all out. I've been saving up money for this so that I can actually afford to go. I've been putting money aside for this. So next week I will be absolutely hammered for 3 days and then flying home on a propeller plane, probably hungover as fuck. Maybe have hair of the dog before I get on that plane first. So I'm looking forward to that. The week after that is an off week for me. The week after that, I will be attending the Calgary Comic Book Expo, Comic Book and Entertainment Expo. There's been some cancellations of some big stars like Michael J. Fox has canceled, Catherine Tate has canceled, a few others that I've really wanted to see. So it's kind of a little depressing. But this is something I go to every year. And thankfully, my wife is actually joining me this time. She's got the time off, and she will be joining me for the Comic Book Expo. So I'll be hopefully getting some footage of that and sharing it with you guys on here. I know, not beer related. Who knew? Um, and then after that is supposed to be the Calgary Beer Fest, but I will not be attending that this year. That's what I'm hoping for, in all honesty, after they learn who I am. Every time I went to the fest, after the first 1 or 2 times, the booth stopped asking for my tokens and just filled me up. Kind of happens with me at the Calgary Beer Fest, and I actually enjoy that because people recognize me. I'm horrible with faces. I'm horrible with names. I'm horrible that retrospect. People are like, hey, I know you. I actually had someone come into the store the other day and go, you're on YouTube, aren't you? I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm like, it's like, I know you from YouTube. Oh man, I gotta come visit some more because I like your stuff. I'm like, thank you. You know, it's nice. It is. I guess it's kind of nice to be recognized. I feel all star-studded and everything. Woo! But yeah, um, I've got quite a few things coming up. I'm also now Shibby, if he's still in here, we are going to be doing our NHL collaboration again. I still have to film our intro. We still have to work on everything else like that. But we will be doing our NHL collaboration for the playoffs for 2018. And look out for the beer fanboys chasing you down. If they got beer in their hand and they want my autograph, I'll take their beer, sign their autograph, and we'll go from there. As long as it's not roofied. Good thing I got good friends there that'll help me out if it's roofied. Anyways, bad joke. I'm sorry. That was horrible. That was ill taste. And it really was because that's just not right. But yeah, I actually am going to be meeting up with one of the judges there, Jason Van Rassel. He's actually from Edmonton, and we've been planning to meet up for a while, and we actually get to meet up at the beer fest, which is kind of nice to see. The guy is really awesome, as I've said earlier in his reviews. He's really honest. He's down to earth, and I would like to sit down and have a beer with him. Recognize it isn't good if you're on certain lists. Well, it's okay. See, I'm going to be in a different province. I'm not blacklisted there yet, so I'm okay. Or are we talking about something else? Anyways, but yeah, there's a lot of things coming up, and there's a lot of things coming up, and I'm looking forward to doing this crossover that we do with Shibby. With Shibby, so our NHL stuff that we do each year, it's a lot of fun. And just for you, buddy, I still got the cup. I've still got the cup. So, yes, it is a boring blonde ale. I'm not going to lie. But I did have an amazing beer out of Florida. Florida. You heard me correctly. Florida. I will be posting that review in the next few days. It was with the brewmaster of Outcast. He actually shared it with me. It was a cinnamon coffee imperial double barrel aged stout. And it was gorgeous. Holy crap. Was it gorgeous. Fuck you, I'm getting that cup back. No, sir, you are not. That cup is staying with me because I will be the champion this year. Vegas will be out in the first round. Watch. So, numbly hacking. Louis. Oh, the NHL trophy. I see what you did there. So, I've got that going on. But yeah, watch for, if you follow Shibby, look at his NHL stuff. Guys, amazing with his hockey trivia, amazing with his hockey history, amazing with our 8-year battle that we've been doing with our playoff run of who wins what in the playoff. I won it last year. He won it the year before. Yep, there it is. He won the year before. We've been going back and forth for a while. We've been having a lot of fun with. I don't play golf. It's frisbee golf. Get it right. It's been fun that we've been doing this, and I'm really looking forward to doing our intro again. I'm really looking forward to our outro as well. We'll see who wins this year. I think I've got it in the bag again. I think I really do. I don't follow stats. I follow. No, wait. No, that's right. The heart. There we go. So, as my grandfather once said, I went to a boxing match one day, and a hockey game broke out. So, thanks, BA Bruners. Anyways, folks, I do have to get going. I've got to get my equipment packed up. I do have to drive up north to take these shots for the beer vault, and then get whatever beers I want, because there's some juicy ones that I have ordered that I have had my eye on. Even some US ones, strangely enough. I even saw one that was actually the Rogue Pucker Lip Sour or whatever it was. That was tempting. So, what happens when you have heartburn? Oh, well, let's not talk about heartburn. I had acid reflux last night, and it was not pretty. Really not pretty. Too much information, I know, but Tums works. Tums really works. But of course, so does drinking. Drinking more, get rid of that acid reflux. As long as it's not IPAs. And yes, boring blonde, here we go. Peace, buddy Tyler. Thank you, Tyler, for watching. We'll see you real soon. Everyone else, I am really glad you came by and showed up. For the people that don't know about the channel, awesome, please do check it out if you haven't seen it. For everyone else that came to watch the beer stuff, I did do beer stuff, and for next week, I will be doing some live stuff. I will be sitting there, and you will see pictures of me with the fermentation project. I was absolutely planning to do an interesting crossover lead up, but they never got back to me or never did their own videos. So that's not happening now. So we're just going to be doing our crossover videos. I've sent a beer out to them that they will be receiving, that I will be doing a crossover with them, and you will see what it is shortly enough. I do, like I said, I've got lots of videos coming up, lots of reviews coming up that I've got backlogged. I am hoping to take some awesome pictures and my photography and everything to go from there. But folks, till next time, I am PK saying cheers, stay frosty, and spoilers, this will be coming with me to Penticton next week. That's right. It's an aged one. I've also got another 17% that I might bringing with me. Let's see who passes out first when we're in Penticton. Thanks again for joining. Have a good day, and we will talk to you real soon. Cheers.